Hello YouTube. Welcome to my first farming simulator series after this is the first series ever on my gaming channel. So hello. We are here on Emerald Coast, US. This happens to be one of my favorite maps. So we are setting up, or we have set up a horse and grain farm. I have a little bit of stuff pre-set up. We are here picking up horses. This is where I decided to start the first video. So we're just gonna pick up some different horses because our main source of income is going to be buying horses, and through the horse helper mod, training them and everything. Now I am going to pick a paint horse first, which is gonna not be sold off for the rest of the horses. This is going to be basically my personal horse on the farm. So past that, I'm just going to click random horses and fill up the trailer. Okay, trailer's full. Confirm, and there we go. So I open these up. There's a trailer for horses. Our equipment is ranging from new to old, a combination of the two. Mainly old. The truck is new, and the harvester and baler are new. Everything else, well, for the most part, is old. Most of the tractors are old, I should say. A lot of the implements are newer. Now I have set this up where there is room to expand in the future, and I already got the truck money. So when we get to the main farm, I'm going to spray it off before driving around and showing you the rest of the farm. And all the equipment we have. So I am for now playing with traffic on. If it becomes an issue in the future, I will be turning it off. Also, this is the first video I've ever recorded, so please let me know how all the audios are sounding, whether my mic's too loud, not loud enough, whether the game volume's too loud. So, and I'm going to have to go wide to make this turn. Nobody's coming that I see. Didn't even check the other direction. So, I did just use the base grain / horse farm up ahead. For the farm, I haven't really changed anything. I've changed a couple things, such as the house, because I thought the house didn't really fit. So I did go to a more American-style old farmhouse. So, and added this gate just for decoration. So. Let's get these horses unloaded. And I'm not the best at backing up. I have the reduced reverse speed mod downloaded to try to help some. So, I also am not playing with seasons. So, this is just basically base for the most part. Some vehicle mods, there's some things like horse helper mod and animal pinned extended I have downloaded. So yeah, and I will be naming that horse in the future, or the paint horse, giving it a custom name. I think I already have one picked out. But if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. And I'm going to take over for one of the grass mowers when we get over there. So, right now I'm just going to back this off to the side of the gate here. That's in the road for a second, so I'm just going to leave it there. We do currently have 2 trucks on the farm. This one, which is an F350 dually, 2020, and a 7.3 extended cab F250. So, just left the base grain bins. All the barns are based. This is the bale storage mods from the in-grain mod hub. So the swaller, 2 swaller over here and 2 hay over here. I started out in new farmer mode and just sold off all the equipment, but the harvester is the only thing I left. I did start out with right around $2 million, but I had to buy the land, which I own. Oops, wrong button. I own this land here and this land over here. So for the harvester, I left the harvester that you start with, which is the T560i John Deere. My tractors are and equipment, for the most part, of the mixture of John Deere, Case, and Massey Ferguson. For my seeding tractor, I went with the 406040, which had one of my favorite startups in the game as far as sounds, and this John Deere seeder without a fertilizer. It is a 1590 without a fertilizer add-on, because all my fertilizer that I will be using, I will be either using slurry or fertilizer or solid manure to try to keep this more towards a all natural type farm. So, and I will be buying my fertilizer from this bin here. So, yeah. Let's head on over to the grass farm, the hay field with a couple little barns for storage equipment. Oh, the rest of the equipment at this farm first. Whoops. Shut this door. Also, I want to spray this off before you leave. In this barn, I have the tractor we're going to be using. Oh, this is the one exception to what I just said. I have this tractor, which is not one of the 2 brands I mentioned, hooked to a grain wagon, or yeah, just a trailer, I guess, not a wagon, which I will be dumping into this, then transporting the grain on the road portions with this International with the dump bed. Also, I will be using my front loader tractor for handling bales and taking care of the horses with or powering this. So, which is a Ford, what I believe it is actually just a reskinned New Holland, if I'm remembering correctly. But it's a Ford 7740 with a weight, bale spike, and front loader attachment. So, and let the power wash off the truck and head over to the. Also, I did outfit the power boards and a flatbed. So I can just directly transport bales on the truck bed and over harder, easier. Grab this and just spray this off real quick. That way I can preferably just, if nothing else, see out the windshield. So I can drive an interior view for a little bit for you guys, because this truck has a really nice interior. back button. There we go. Don't think that's 100% screen, and I just shut it off on accident. So. Also, there is a, I left the grain in the grain bin, so I may sell it if there's a great demand, or if we're desperate for money at any point. I did leave some operating expense money left over from that $2 million. So, but, so let's head on over there. Let's head down this road. And this is going to be the way I'm going to try to go in and out for the most part. That way I'm not cutting directly through that, either one of the other two farms, to try to keep some realism to it. And I'm really speeding. I clean this off. I can go interior view for, I'll have to drive interior view. Like I said, if the traffic becomes an issue, especially pulling the trailers with hay on them, I may be shutting the traffic off. But I left it on for realism for now. So, via why I'm taking this way in and out to the backfield instead of just cutting through one of the other two farms. But you get to see the nice little mud on this map, which I really love. Which is also probably how the truck got so muddy when I was using it to look around the map before setting up. Now I am using, past that entrance that I made, and I kind of set all this up. I didn't take any trees out. I just kind of worked around all of them. So, and I do have hired workers currently mowing it. After it might be done. I might have over-calculated how long it would take me to get recording. It does look like they are done, which is convenient, which means I can go directly into braking or tedding, raking, and bowing this. And these are a pair of Ford 8340s. Got my mowers on. I didn't want to buy anything too big, so that's why I went with the mower setup I did. I did pre-buy from hay bales to make sure how I was going to transport the bales with the auto load trailer was going to work. So hooked to the auto load trailer, I have a Massey Ferguson 188. And this is an auto load trailer from the in-game mod hut or hub. Hooked to the baler, I have a International turbo, according to that, but 1466. And I'm not going to close that because I have to wait. That would be the last thing I need, so I will go ahead and close that for a second. And hooked up to my tedder, I have a 806 farmall, or well, International farmall, and hooked up to my tedder over here a Massey Ferguson 3090. And I will be tedding it, then using Follow Me to rake and bale it in a time lapse. So, first thing I'm going to do is get the other tractor out of the field real quick. Then start the raking and baling. So, I'm going to pull this over here. Then start the time lapse, and I will see you when it's over. YouTube? I'm back. So, I decided to cut the field in half and use the hired worker on part of it because I didn't know how that section was going to compress time-lapsing it, and I didn't particularly want you guys just watching me do nothing but this for a whole video. So, I'm going to go to raking some of this up and let a hired worker take over for part of this field. Okay, now with that set, and I do know I missed a couple chunks, so here and there, but when we rake it up, I'm not that terribly concerned about it. So, I'm going to set up follow me with this. So. And let me know if you prefer me to drive interior when I'm not doing time lapse, or exterior, or whether you want to see me do an interior time lapse. I'm open to criticism on this. This is my first video, so it's open. It's definitely open for improvements. I'll run over here, put them in the front of the truck, and grab the baler. I may bale this field in the future as a grass field and wrap it. It all depends, but right now horses need hay. And I'm going to pull that tractor up so I'm not doing this onto their field. I think that was the wrong way around. And if you'd rather see me walk between vehicles and not tab between them at all, let me know. So. Didn't mean to shut that off. We're going to unfold this. Bring it down. Turn that on. And hit gold. Well, that is probably a good distance for this for now. So, I'm going to rake and bale it. Make sure that's following good. Okay. I don't want to outrun it. What is its working speed? It is 24 or I think it's not what I meant to hit. I think its working speed is 16 mile an hour, but it might not make it to that with that tractor. I'm not real sure. And I was right, 16 mile an hour. The working speed for this is 11. So according to that, I can't outrun them anyway. So, because I have had issues within the past, if you get too far ahead, it actually cuts out the follow me. So I didn't want that to happen. I'm going to come down here and not go all the way down because I don't want to go too far down and interfere with that. So. Hey guys, so there's a slight change, or I'm going to kill this, it's loud. There's a slight change of plans. Even though this tractor is 145 horse and that baler says it takes 140, it seems to be struggling pulling it even with the smaller rake, hoping the swath wasn't going to be big, so I'm after going to sell the small rake, go back to the big rake, and also sell this tractor and go with one that's larger and see if it does any better. Probably going to be medium tractor. I feel like I don't want to go to another John Deere because we already have, well, we have a lot of Fords too. So, I think what I'm going to go to, I'm thinking either one of these or the big Ford. We're not exactly hurting for money, but we're not exactly not. So we are going to go with this. Oh, wait, I'm going to leave it a non-dual wheel. No fenders, because I think the open fender looks better. We are going to go wheel weights. I think that this is probably going to be a little overkill at 110 horse, but I don't particularly want the tractor struggling with the baler, so this is what I am going to go with. And I did use the trailer or the shop delivery mod to deliver the stuff here. To try to make this a little quicker since it wasn't a planned equipment swap. So I'm going to sell the little rake and also I'll leave the tractor for now because I might have another use for it, might not, don't know. So I do think we have more Fords than we do John Deere if I went with this. So I am now going to restart the I'm going to set this up, see how it does, then start up the live stream. So hopefully this works a little bit better than the little tractor, little two-wheel drive. So get this unfolded. Hit start, follow me. So, and I forgot to control F. I did forget to turn the baler on. So I am sorry about that little tractor change. I wasn't expecting it to be necessary. The issue may be the baler itself, via that it is a mod, but this seems to be doing better than the last one did. So I'm going to start the time lapse and go from there. about that. Didn't mean for that to pop up. I decided I'm going to let the hired worker hopefully not hit that tree and bail some with the baler behind him. I may have to space them out a little bit. I don't know. Why I transfer the bales off the auto-load bale trailer onto the trailer behind the 7.3 and take them over to the farm and finish up by feeding and topping off the water on the horses. So. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn the auto load on. So at this second, I'm going to pull this up here. I'm going to pull up the Ford, pull this alongside and transfer the bales off of the trailer and onto off of the auto load trailer onto the 40-foot trailer. I just realized I'm going to have to pull this and move him back some and start this again. And I realized that's not going in a perfectly straight line. I never expected it to be perfect. I didn't get a straight line to start off with. So, but I am going to now pull this up in the Massey Ferguson. And I do like auto-load trailers, but I don't know of any auto-load goosenecks. So I do use the goosenecks for transporting on the road. So, and the auto load trailers for picking them up out of the fields. No, it must not have hit the right button. I'm not sure. There we go. I mean, that's not on there perfectly. If I hit the right button, I wasn't quite straight with the trailer, but it will be good enough. And wow, I probably should put that back on the trailer a little bit. It's not making the truck squat, but that's okay. It's a 7.3. The old Wolf 7.3s, you might not be the first one there, but you'll tell anything. Well, at least in real life. They really aren't centered, but it's fine. And once I go feed the horses, that will be it for today's video. Hopefully it didn't run super long, and hopefully it didn't end up short. I've never really edited together time-lapse before, so I wasn't sure how that was going to compress. So, if it ends up really short, I might hop back on and add to it. So if so, ignore this message, or ignore what I just said. But if not, that'll be it. So, if you have any comments about things I can do better or anything like that, please leave them in the comments section below. Brakes. Family. I really just like the water aspect and the mud to this. And the fact that places with more water, there is more mud. I really like that. So, and I realize I'm really annoying for that. I'm going to try to park up here. that's less aggressively muddy than the other truck was. I don't like the splatter that we were doing. Just mud everywhere like the other truck was at the beginning of the video. So I may spray this off before the end of the video. I'm not sure. That depends on whether or not I remember. But we're going to start out by offloading these into one of the into the first hay storage area. Here we're going to find out whether or not this gate was a horrible idea. No, it made it work just fine. Then I'll take a couple bells over with the port, with the front loader. And of course, I didn't get the trailer far enough over. And this truck will spend the majority of his time hooked to this 40-foot trailer. I may end up using the other one if for some reason this one don't work out, but I see no reason it wouldn't because it seemed to pull that just fine. So I'm going to go over here and get out 2 bales. I got to use mouse and keyboard for that. My controller don't work. I'm not sure that's enough, but if I'm going to start with it, might be too much. I don't know. Because I did add horses. They were pretty close to full before I thought. So. I did get this to be used as a front or rear rate depending on whether or not it's hooked to this or for some reason it's hooked to a trailer or something along. Or the auger, for instance, the big auger. So this is going to be the track I'm going to use with the big auger. And to move the header trailer, which on a map like this probably wasn't necessary, but I didn't want to have to change out barns. So that is why I went with the header trailer, because it wouldn't fit through with the header on it. And if for some reason I do decide money-wise that purchasing a field not right here, like not that giant one, or not filled one, and I buy one farther away, like the group of 3 down by that other farm, down by the pig farm or something. And eventually I do want to buy the sheep and cow farm. If I did, I'd probably start out by putting sheep in it. But, and I do try to drive with the forks down in this game, because in real life you would not drive with the forks super far up. At least not with the forklift tractor I have, or the end loader tractor I have in real life. I don't have forks for it. Sadly, I would love a set of forks for it, but I don't have a set. I just have a big old bucket. And it's a Kubota. I wish there was more than just the one compact Kubota in the game. Mod-wise, maybe there is. I'm actually not 100% sure on that. And that game's fine. I confirmed and transferred the other horses in here, right? I didn't mess that up earlier. Apparently not. Did there still a bunch of horses in that trailer? Because if so, whoops. Looky there, I did. I left a bunch of horses in that trailer. You guys probably caught that I hit the wrong button earlier, and I didn't. So we are going to run, I'm just going to tab over. It's glad I have to tab over now because I can move this out of the road. Out of this thing's road, so I'm going to pull it over here. But otherwise it seems to be getting everything. hopefully I don't continue to make little mistakes like hitting the wrong button, taking the horses out of the trailer, but I am just human, so that was my bad. And I might be respraying this trailer. I painted it green to match the other truck. But to be all honest, I may switch it to like silver or something more neutral. Because A, it doesn't really match the other truck at all, so. Confirm. Okay, that time I hit the right button. So, that time there's actually the horses in there. Which, don't forget, leave name suggestions for the horses, if you have any. I think I have a name picked out for the paint horse, which is going to be the, well, this game version of the paint horse, which will be the horse that kind of stays. So, well, that really lessened the amount of water in it. So turn that valve on, which I did say I do have animal pen extended. I don't know how short they are on hay. They're pretty short on hay and straw and everything now. So off camera, I will move some more of the bales over here and pull up their hay. So, yeah. So until next time, have a good one. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more Farming Simulator content. Have a good one.